Boo Radley, what kind of character was he?
Bad person.
Yeah,
Bad
go ahead.
person.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody thought he was a bad person, right? Boo, people think he's a bad person. Okay, I'm getting some comments saying that people are not able to see YouTube. Huh. So I wonder why that is. So maybe Sharon, could you look into that? Because I just got a private chat saying they're not able to see it, but we should be streaming it. Okay, so you turned it on just 5 seconds ago, but I pressed the live button, so it should be okay. And we also have Claire joining us as well. So welcome, Claire. Thank you for joining us on a Friday night. And if you could turn on your camera, that would be really good so that I can see you. Oh, Claire just left. I hope she comes back. Okay, I'll just keep going. So Boo Radley was one of those characters who was very misunderstood by the people. 사람들한테 오해를 받고 있는 그런 캐릭터였죠.
Right.
Yeah, but we find out that he's a very different person once you get to know him. So what are things that you can say about him to describe his character? Is he very outgoing? 어때요? Very outgoing한 사람이었나요?
Definitely not.
Right. He's the opposite of that, right? 그러면 그런 성격을 뭐라 그러면 좋을까요? What are some
Introverted.
words?
Introverted.
Yeah, he's very introverted. Very good. And he's very quiet. And he's a loner.
Loner.
loner 하면은 혼자 있는 걸 좋아하는 사람이었었죠. And you can also use the word he's a bit of a hermit. Hermit 하면은 hermit라는 단어 수 있죠. Hermit. So this word 그래서 참고로 그 게 중에서 이렇게 안에 들어가 있는 소라게를 영어로 hermit crab. hermit crab. 돌아다니다가 소라 껍질에 들어가서 숨는 걸 좋아하거든요. So that kind of crab is called the hermit crab. And if you go to countries like India, you will see a lot of hermits. And what do they do? 인도에 계신 hermit들은 주로 뭐를 하죠?
Hermit.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure, but I think they meditate. 이렇게 참선하고 그런 거를 meditate하고 그런 거를 그런 사람들을 hermit라고 그래요. So Boo Radley is a bit of a hermit. He's an introvert. He's a really quiet person. And he's a loner. A loner. Okay, so the next neighbor that we had to look at is Tom Robinson, right? And he's an African American. And what do we know about him?
Oh, he's being accused of like the raping the white woman.
Right, that's right. He was accused of raping the white woman, and he was Mayela Ewell, right? So he was unfairly accused. And was he a villain, or like we thought Boo Radley was a bad guy at first, right? But he turned out to be a hero. What about Tom Robinson? Is he? Would you consider him a good person or a bad person?
Good person.
Yeah, he's a good husband and a good father as well. Okay, and then we had to look at Mayela Ewell. So now we're getting to the villains of the novel, right? Okay, and there was also Bob Ewell. He was another person that you would consider a villain as well.
Yes.
And also Calpurnia. She was the housekeeper and a mother figure. 진짜 엄마는 아닌데 엄마 같은 존재는 figure를 붙여주면 되겠죠. So she was a mother figure to Scout and Jem. Okay, so in the 1930s, there was racial discrimination. African people had to use separate facilities and were treated unfairly. They used to go to separate. They used to go to separate schools.
Mhm.
So I would like to, there's a bit of a typo there, sorry, so it should be separate schools even, but life
Mhm.
went on and there were still many good people in this society. So today I would like to look at the expression used to and be used to something because it's a little bit confusing and they're very similar. So let's try reading the first sentence together, okay? Let's try it
Mhm.
together. I
I
used to
used to walk
every
everywhere.
okay. And the second sentence is I'm
I'm
used
used to
to
walking
walking everywhere.
everywhere.
So if you used to do something, that means you used to do it in the past. But how about now?
No.
How about now?
No, not at all.
Right. So 지금은 아닌 거죠.
Mhm.
used to 하면은 과거에는 맞지만 아닌 거.
Mhm.
근데 be used to 뭐뭐 하면 그때는 뭐죠?
익숙한.
뭐에?
Getting used to it.
Right. So we're going to try some example sentences. So why don't we take turns and we'll
Mhm.
read one by one. And then after that, we'll try making sentences of our own. So I'll go first.
Mhm.
I'll do the first one. So she's not used to the new routine yet. She's not used to the new routine yet. 여기서 used to는 익숙하다죠. Is it the
Mhm.
first one or the second one?
Second one.
Yeah, of the two, it's the second one. 뭐에 익숙하다라는 표현이죠. Okay, can you read the next one, please? Gabby, we'll just read it in order.
Second
Yep, this
sentence.
one. Yep, yes, please.
I used to have short hair.
That's right. So, is it the first one or the second one?
First one.
First one.
Yeah, it's the first one. So that means you no longer have short hair. So it probably means your hair is long now.
Long hair.
Yeah, which you do in real life. You have long hair, right? So
Yeah.
did you ever used to have short hair, Gabby? Ever?
I used to have short hair last summer.
Really? Only last summer?
Yeah.
Well, your hair grew
Uh,
very quickly.
Now recently I get my hair short a little bit. 짧게 잘랐어요, 최근에는 또.
Oh, okay. So
네.
recently you cut your hair again.
Yeah, I cut my hair
Again.
a little
Oh,
bit. Yeah.
okay, a little bit. 이렇게 조금 자를 적에는 이렇게 끝을 다듬는 걸 적에는 trim이라고 해요. trim. So I trim my hair. 그럴 적에는 이제
trim
머리.
my hair.
That's right. I trim my hair. So
Yeah.
that would be like if you get split ends, 머리 끝이 갈라질 적에 I trimmed my hair. 약간 다듬는 건 trimmed. But if you change your style and make it shorter, then you can say recently I cut my hair. 또는 recently I got a haircut. I got a haircut. So 최근이죠. 그러면 recently라는 표현이 좋겠죠? So I think you can say this. I used to have short hair. And then I had it long for a long time. But recently I cut it short again.
Yeah,
하나는
right.
쭉 설명이 되는 거죠. 옛날에 머리가 길었는데 한참 동안 머리가 길었다가 그 다음에 최근에 와서 또 머리를 잘랐다. Is that right? Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Recently
So,
I got haircut. Yeah.
right. Okay. Suddenly 그러면은 뭔가 갑자기 약간 뭔가 무슨 일이 일어난 거예요. 그럴 적에 suddenly라는 단어를 많이 쓰는데 어감이 조금 예상치 못했던 적에 suddenly I got my hair. 뭔가 진짜 열받아가지고 그러던 할 적에 쓰는 거죠. Okay, so next one. Can you read the next one, please?
We used to live here when I was a child.
Yeah, good. We used to live here when I was a child. When would you use this sentence? In what kind of a situation? 어떨 때 쓸 수 있는 문장일까요? 아마도 어렸을 때 살던 집을 보면서 나 예전에 살았어 하면서 이렇게 추억을 얘기하면서 그럴 때 쓸 수 있는 문장이겠죠. I used to live here when I was a child. Okay. Do you still live in the same neighborhood as you did when you were a child, or do you live very far away from it?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Could you just read that sentence? That's okay.
I moved too far away. Now my neighborhood is different because I got married.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe you would use this sentence when you go to your hometown or where you grew up as a child, right? And then you can tell your friends or family, oh, we used to live here when I was a child.
We used to live here when I was a child.
Right. Okay. Shall we move on to the next one?
Do you think you can use to it?
Oh, sorry. It's missing a word. Do you think you can, 여기 뭐가 빠졌죠?
Get
Sorry.
used to it.
Thank you. Do you think you can get used to it? 그럼 뭘 물어보는 거죠?
Do you think you are able to be familiar with this?
Right. If you can get used to the new environment or a routine or a new job or a new house. 그런 적에 do you think you can get used to it? 하면은 그때는 그거에 익숙해질 수 있겠어? 라는 표현이죠. Okay.
Right.
And the next one, I'll just read this one. I will try and get used to the new timetable. I will try and get used to the new timetable. 새로운 시간표가 있을 적에 그때 내가 그거에 좀 적응해 보려고 노력할게 할 적에 I will try and get used to the new timetable. Okay?
Right.
이렇게 사용하면 되겠죠. Okay. So, do you remember this picture? We looked at it on Sunday. Who remembers what this picture is? Yeah?
Yeah.
Jasmine?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tell us what it is?
Like you said before, there was a bad time, 1930s, Great Depression. Then even there was bad time, but still people played sports and then they fall in love with each other. So you try to show us the good things, even despite the big event.
Very good. Okay. Despite라는 표현이 굉장히 좋았어요. 뭐뭐에도 불구하고라는 표현이죠. So despite all the hardships가 뭐죠? 고난, 어려운 것들. So the hardships were the Great Depression and the segregation, poverty, 이런 것들이 hardships인데, but people still played sports. So that's actually a high school basketball team. Okay. So what kind of things did you like to do when you were in school? What about you? Do you remember?
Wow. Oh, are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I was actually a member of dance group. So I really like dancing with my members back in the days.
Okay, back in the days. That's a good expression. Back in the days 하면은 옛날 옛적에 그랬을 적에 한참 옛날 적에 얘기했죠. Back in the days. 그리고 약간 요즘에 약간 나 때는 뭐 그런 느낌이 살짝 있는 거죠. Back in the days. 애들은 쓸 수 없는 표현입니다. 이거는 인생을 많이 살았어야지 이런 어감이 딱 나가. back in the days. 그리고 또 어떨 때는 또 앞에다 뭘 쓰죠? Back in the good old days. good old days라는 표현을 많이 써요. 옛날 한창 좋았을 때는 그 시절이 좋았지 할 때는 what is it? Back in the good old days. Good old days라는 표현도 많이 써요. Yeah, good old days. So Jasmine, you like to dance when you were a student, when you were in school? Yeah? Do you still like to dance?
I do with my daughter.
With your daughter?
Yeah, with my daughter. She loves dancing, so we do it together, like at home.
Right. So she probably gets it from you.
Right.
엄마한테 물려받다. 그럴 적엔 뭐라 그래요? I get it from my mom.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I have a few traits from my mom as well.
Hmm.
And the food that I like, the things that I like, oh, I get it from my mom. Okay. 그리고 가족에 이렇게 있다라는 표현을 뭐라 그러죠? It runs in the family. It runs in my family. 이런 표현도 있죠. What does that mean? If something runs in the family. 여기서 run은 흐르다니까 가족력을 얘기하는 거예요. 쭉 조상으로부터 내려온 것들을 it runs in the family. 그래서 예를 들어서 oh wow, you've got such beautiful wavy hair. 그럼 oh yeah, I get it from my mom. 우리 엄마 받는 거예요. Okay. Okay, so the next one is so Jasmine told us, she shared with us what she likes to do in school. What about you, Abby? What kind of things did you like when you were in school?
When I was in school,
Yeah.
I was eating lunch. I enjoyed lunchtime.
You enjoyed your lunchtime. Okay.
Yeah, because the time is very long. free time 굉장히 길어서 쉬는 시간이 다른 쉬는 시간보다 그래서 좋았어요.
Okay. So, did you like, what kind of things did you like? 하면 보통 activity를 얘기하는 거예요. 뭐를 좋아했어? 근데 what kind of things did you like? 뭐 그렇게 대답해도 될 것 같은데 뭐 평범한 대답은 아니에요. 그래서 여기 example answer를 보면은 I was really into heavy metal and rock music. Really into 그런 뭐에 빠져 있다. 왜 고등학교 때 막 시끄러운 음악 좋아하잖아요. 또는 I liked reading and hanging out with my friends. 기억이 안 나면 I can't remember anything. 또는 I didn't like school very much. 학교는 별로 안 좋았지만 but I liked playing soccer. 뭐 이런 표현들이 있겠죠. 근데 lunchtime을 얘기하려면은 the favorite part about school or my favorite part about school 또는 the thing that I liked best about school was the lunchtime. 이렇게 얘기하면 될 것 같아요. 내가 학교에 대해서 가장 좋았던 부분은 lunchtime이었어. 그래서 문장 구조는 되게 쉬워요. 뭐뭐는 뭐뭐였다. A was B예요. So my favorite part of school life was lunchtime.
My favorite part of school life was lunchtime.
Lunchtime. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I felt it was very long. 내가 느끼기에는 for me 어떻게 느꼈어요?
For me,
I felt it was very long.
I felt was very long.
And
It was very long and
yeah. And 그래서 점심시간에 뭐 했어요? So what did you do during those lunch?
listening. I was listening music and listening radio.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Okay. So 그때는 I listened to the radio or I listened to music.
I listen to music.
Yeah, I listened to music or I listened to the radio.
I listen to the radio.
Okay. You don't have to say I was listening to. You can, but it's a little bit awkward. It's better to say, oh, I listened to music. What did you do? 하고 물어봤으니까, what kind of things did you like to do? 그럼, oh yeah, I listened to the radio, or sometimes I would listen to music. Okay, so let's go to the next question. So remember this picture?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really beautiful, isn't it? So,
Mhm.
what is it a picture of?
Love.
Yeah, people in love. So, it's a picture from the 1930s,
Mhm.
couples going on dates. So, the question is, did you go on many dates in your 20s? So remember
No.
we talked about 1930s 해서 the 30s, the 70s, the 80s 하면은 그때는 뭐예요? 70년대. 너가 붙으면은 1970년대, 1980년대를 얘기하는데 여기 이렇게 your, my, his가 붙으면 뭐죠 그때는?
네. 나이 때.
나의, 그의, 그 사람의 20대, 30대를 얘기하는 거죠. So none of you are in your 20s anymore, right?
Right.
Yeah. So me neither. So that was a long time ago for me too. So the question is, we just saw some couples go on dates. Did you guys go on many dates in your 20s?
Oh, I don't think so.
No? So I can
Not many times, but we did, but not many times, I guess. I don't know for me.
Okay. So I have some example answers. For example, you can say, not really. I wasn't very popular. So let's go through these. I'll start. So if somebody says, "Oh, did you go on many dates in your 20s?" I can say, "Not really. I wasn't very popular." Okay, can you read the next one, Gabby?
Yes, I did. I dated younger men mostly.
Okay.
Mostly.
Yeah, mostly. And I would say dated. I dated younger men. 발음 dated 같이 한번 해볼까요? Dated.
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 They read로 들리거든요. 제 귀에는 they read로 들리는데 dated.
Dated.
Yeah,
Dated.
dated. Good.
Dated.
Much better. Okay. So can you read that sentence for me one more time?
Me?
Yes, please.
Yes, I did. I dated younger men mostly.
Very good. Much better than the first time when you read it. Okay, so I dated younger men mostly. Okay. 나 데이트 많이 했지. 나는 주로 연하를 사귀었어. 라는 문장이 되겠죠? Okay. And you can also say, can you read the next one, please? Whose turn is it now? Is it Heidi's turn?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I was something of a loner.
Yeah, something of a loner. Something of가 붙으면요. kind of 또는 a bit of 해서 약간 대화체에서 우리 왜 좀이라는 말 많이 쓰잖아요. 좀 그래, 좀만 줘, 좀 안 좋아. 그런 어감을 가지고 있어요. So you can say, I was something of a loner. I was a bit of a loner. Or you can say, I was a kind of a loner. So 나는 약간 혼자 지내는 그런 스타일이었어. Okay, and the next one, I think this is actually for men, but can you read it for me, Jasmine?
Okay. I tried to pick up girls at clubs, but it never worked.
Right. So pick up means 어떻게 한번 데이트에서 이렇게 픽업한다는 표현 우리나라 말로도 요즘에 쓰더라고요. 그래서 but it never worked. 그래서 뭔가 잘 되면은 이 데이트 같은 것도 work를 써? 좀 낯설잖아요. 근데 뭐가 잘 되는 건요. 그냥 it worked. It's working 이라는 표현을 쓰면 돼요. 심지어 여자한테 이렇게 대시하는 것도 it worked. She said she would go out with me. 그러면은 맞아. 그 여자 나랑 데이트하기로 했어. 나 성공했어라는 걸 갖다가 successful이라는 표현은 조금 어색했어요. I was successful은 너무 이 상황에 대해서 표현이 거창하죠. So you will say something like, yeah, it worked. Okay, and the last one was, I had a boyfriend, but we usually hung out at the library. So that means you didn't go on many dates. Yeah, it's a little bit depressing, but I'm not talking about myself, so that's okay. hung out at the library. 그래서 학생 때는 데이트할 데가 없으니까 남자친구가 있어도 도서관에서 주로 있었다. 이런 표현이 되겠죠? So, I would like to hear about your 20s. So, who wants to go first? Did you go on many dates in your 20s? So, I'll start. I'll set the example. 제가 1번으로 갈게요. So, well, I did go on many dates. Not too many, but yeah, I went on quite a few dates. But now, I wish I went on more dates. I still regret it. 더 많이 갈 걸 이라는 생각을 해요. Okay, so what about you guys? So did you go on many dates?
No.
In my 20s.
I'll just start pointing people out, okay? So Heidi, why don't you tell us first?
Well, actually, I was studying in Philippines when I was university student. So I had no, actually, I had no chance to date with guys. And then after graduation, I came back to Korea and I was busy teaching.
You're busy teaching.
Yeah.
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 It's almost as sad as the last example that I had, which is I had a boyfriend, but we
Yeah.
usually have a life. So just to sum it up, tell me if I got it right. So in your 20s, you spent most of your time in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So you didn't have many opportunities to go on dates. Yeah? Why is that? Weren't there like many guys in the Philippines?
Actually, there were so many guys, but they are not looking good.
Okay. They weren't good looking.
They weren't good looking.
Or they weren't right for me.
Weren't right for me.
나한테는 좀 뭔가 안 맞는 것 같아서. So, or I couldn't find the right one. 왜 자기 짝을 the one, he's the one for me라는 표현을 하잖아요. 근데 say, well, yeah, I couldn't find the right one for me.
I couldn't find the right one for me.
Right. So 이런 표현 있죠. Plenty of fish in the sea. 그래서 물고기는 많다. 근데 그거를 응용하면요. 약간 비슷한 케이스죠. So there were plenty of fish in the sea, but I just couldn't find the right one for me. Is that what happened?
Yeah, but I met my husband
In the Philippines?
No, in San Diego. In San Diego.
In San Diego. Right. Okay. So you met him after you came back to Korea and then you went to the States?
Yeah, only for a year, less than a year, just to
Right.
get certificate.
A certificate.
Yeah. Certificate.
그 certificate는요. 명사로 쓸 적에는 ate라고 많이 해요. 근데 그게 certificate. Certificate.
Certificate.
Certificate.
Certificate. Yeah. 예를 들어서 또 그런 게 뭐가 있을까요? Corporate.
Corporate.
Graduate도 좋은. That's a good example. Thank you. So graduate는 동사잖아요. So you would say, I graduated from high school. I graduated from high school. 그때는 동사제 ate를 쓰는데, university graduate 할 때는 it가 있어요. it. 그래서 마찬가지로 이것들 certificate가 아니고 certificate. graduate는 동사고 graduate.
Graduate.
Yeah.
Graduate.
So, yeah, that's right. 그리고 corporate. 예를 들어서 기업 카드를 갖다가 기업 카드는 corporate card라고 그러죠. credit card도 기업 카드가 있잖아요. So this is a corporate card. 그것도 생긴 거는 corporate 같아요. 스펠링. 발음은 어떻게 해요? corporate.
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 Okay. So let's do a few examples. 이 발음 진짜 많이 들리세요. 한국 분들 중에서 corporate라는 분 몇 번 못 봐. 다 corporate라고 그래요. 근데 this is a corporate event. This is we can use the corporate card. A corporate account. 이렇게 해서 다 뭐라고요? 같이 발음해 볼까요? corporate.
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 corporate는 co하고 o 같은 소리가 나면 안 되고 corporate.
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 Okay. Good.
Corporate.
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 그리고 certificate도 뭐였어요?
Certificate.
Certificate.
certificate. 약간
Certificate.
ticket 같죠? train ticket 할 때 그와 비슷한 발음으로 certificate.
Certificate.
Okay. Okay, now we're going to move on to the dates again. Okay, so who wants to tell us about their dates in their 20s? So, Jasmine, why don't you tell us?
Okay, I think I did many dates, with my husband, who was my, boyfriend. I mean, we had been dating for like 9 years. So,
What?
yeah. I actually
So?
met him for the first time when I was 21, I guess. So we were like dating for 9 years, and then I think we did a lot. I mean, we went to different places together. We just did so many things that probably we went on a dates a lot.
Right. Okay. Dates는 지금 마지막에 we went on dates a lot 이란 표현 썼잖아요. So that's the correct expression. So we had been dating을 하든지 아니면 we went on many dates는 조금 달라요. 사귀는 거는 we had been dating, we are dating 하면은 우린 사귀는 사이예요. 근데 date를 하는 거는 동사를 뭘 썼죠? do dates라고 하나요? go on dates, go on dates. 그래서 잠깐 이렇게 옆으로 빠져가지고 잠깐 얘기를 하다 보면 사귀다라는 표현을 뭐라고 할까요? 영어로?
Be in a relationship?
Have a
In a
relationship.
relationship. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, we're in a relationship. Be in a relationship, good. So we're in a relationship. 또 뭐가 있을까요? 되게 특히 막 그 대신 막 중학교 애들이 we're in a relationship은 잘 안 하잖아요. 애들
Official?
그럴 적에는 아이들이 we're going out together.
Uh-uh.
go out이라는 표현을 많이 써요. 왜냐하면 데이트하면은 집에서 있진 않잖아요. 밖에 돌아다녀야 되죠. 막 설빙도 가야 되지, 떡볶이집도 가야 되지, 막 돌아다니잖아요. 그래서 go out 이라는 표현을 많이 써요. We're going out together. 그리고 데이트 신청할 때도 뭐라 그래요? Will you go out with me? 그러니까 고백이에요. 너 나랑 사귈래? Will you go out with me? 그리고 요즘에는 많이 안 쓰는데 예전에는 go steady라는 표현도 있었어요. steady가 What's a steady seller?
꾸준히.
꾸준히
꾸준한
팔리는 책이 steady seller잖아요. 그래서 go steady 그러면 안정적으로 가는 거예요. 남자 저 남자 이 여자 저 여자 하는 게 아니고 이 사람만 쭉 가는 거를. 그래서
I did go steady.
Yeah, so you go steady with someone. 근데 약간 옛날 표현이긴 해요. So you were dating your husband for 9 years before you got married.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
네. 이렇게 표현하시면 돼요. We were dating for 9 years. 현재 진행형으로 쓰고 before we got married. 그리고 그때는 데이트도 많이 했어요. 그러면 그때는 사귀다가 아니고 데이트를 했으니까 back then 아까 얘기했던 in the good old days, back in the days 그 옛날에 we went on many dates. 아까 이것저것 많이 하셨다고 그랬잖아요. So you can say we went on many dates. 아까 we were dating은 사귀는 거고 지금은 데이트를 진짜 한 거예요. We went on many dates. How about now? How about these days? Do you still go on many dates?
Oh. My daughter is like, when I think about my priorities nowadays, my daughter is number one. So whenever we go my daughter kind of decides where to go. So yeah,
So it's a 3-person date, right?
yeah, all together.
Right. So it's a family date nowadays.
Right.
So you still go on dates, but it's not really a couple date.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Yuna, Gabby, do you want to tell us about your date? Oh, you told us. Did you?
Oh, actually,
No,
I didn't.
no, you haven't told us about your dates. You told us
No,
you liking lunchtime when you're in school, but you haven't told me about your dates.
yeah. Oh, actually, I didn't go many dates in my 20s.
Mhm.
I was sometimes a loner, and 뭔가
Okay, then you can use the sentences here. You can say, oh, if somebody says, did you go on many dates in your 20s? You can say, not really. I was something of a loner, or I was a bit of a loner.
yeah. 어, 어, yeah.
Okay, 이 loner라는 표현 되게 쓸모있는 표현이면서 되게 쉬운 표현이거든요. 그리고 어떻게 보면 되게 낯익어요. lonely라는 표현과 alone과 그런 단어들이 다 보이잖아요. 그래서 혼자 지내는 걸 좋아하는 사람은 loner라고 그러죠. So even for me, as I get older, I've become more of a loner than when I was younger too. 저도 혼자 있는 시간이 점점 좋아지고 요즘에는 이렇게 책이랑 시간을 많이 보내요. So I'm something of a loner these days too. Okay, so what else can you go on? So we use the expression go on a date, right?
Mm-hmm.
So usually go in은 많이 쓰죠. be in은 like in a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go in a meeting. 근데 go on을 쓰는 게 date가 있고 또 여러 가지가 있거든요. So let's take a look. So these are some things that you can use the expression go on. So first one, let's take turns reading it. So go on a diet. Can you read me the next one, Gabby? Yeah, this one.
From the second sentence,
Yeah, just the second expression.
yeah, go on a trip.
Yeah, go on. 이거는 짧은 소리가 나죠. 핑크 소리니까 go on a trip. trip 하면 소리가
go on a trip.
아직도 조금 길어요. Go on a
Trip.
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 하면 이 소리보다는 trip.
Trip.
좋아요. That's it. You just got it. 방금 그 소리예요. Go on a trip.
Trip. Go on a trip.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it. Very good. Sorry, 여기 어가 또 하나 빠졌죠. Can you read me the next one, please?
Go
Go
on a
on a.
oh, sorry.
That's okay. It's Heidi's turn.
Go on a trip.
Yep. And the
Trip.
next one?
Go on a picnic.
Very good. Heidi? Sorry.
My turn, right?
Yep.
Go on a shopping spree.
Yeah, go on a shopping spree. 이거는 막 미친 듯이 쇼핑하러 가는 것 같으니까 spree를 붙여서 go on a shopping spree. You're not just buying one thing, you're buying a ton of things. And you're going crazy. Then you say you go on a shopping spree. Okay, this one's a little bit interesting. 우리나라 말로 이렇게 얘기를 하다가 제가 잘하는 거죠. 이거 너무 중요해요. 그래서 이것도 얘기하고 저것도 얘기하고 main topic is a deviate. You go off on a path of its own. 그럴 적에 go on a tangent 또는 go off on a tangent라는 표현을 많이 써요. 이 tangent는 math 시간에 나오는 sine, cosine, tangent. 그 tangent가 맞아요. Yeah, so 우리나라 말로 뭐가 있을까요? What's the closest expression that you would use? What's something that's similar that you can say in Korean? 한국말로 천참포로 빠지다.
Get
그럴
sidetracked or something?
Yeah, exactly. Sidetrack. Yep. Very good. So you can say stop going off on a tangent. Stick to the topic. 이렇게 얘기를 하겠죠? And the last one is go on an adventure. And I'm sure there are more. Can you think of any? Go on a mission. Go on a quest. Right? 근데 제일 많이 쓰는 거는 한 이 정도가 될 것 같아요. Go on a date, go on a diet, go on a trip, go on a picnic. Sorry, I missed out the A there. Go on a shopping spree, go off on a tangent, go on an adventure는 안 쓸 것 같아요. 이거는 톰 소여만 쓰지 우리한테는 별로. We'll never go on an adventure. So we're not going to use that expression very much. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up here today. So what was the most memorable expression that you learned today?
Oh, there are so many.
For me, something that sticks out to me is go off on a tangent because I use this expression a lot, but I haven't used it for a while. So it was one of those expressions like, I used to say this a lot and now I don't. So I'll start using it again. Used to 나왔어요. I used to use this expression or I used to say this expression a lot. The used to 했으니까 옛날에는 요즘엔 안 하는 거죠. But yeah, it used to be one of my favorite expressions. So I'll start using it again. 그래서 누가 하면은 stop going off on a tangent 이렇게 얘기할 거예요.
Tangent.
Okay. So it's been a good Friday night, and thank you for joining me, and spending time with me on Friday. And next week it'll be Thursday night again. Okay, so goodbye for now, and enjoy the rest of the Friday. Only 2 hours left. Have fun.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.